Selecting the best cut of meat. Osso buco is traditionally made with veal shanks, but beef shanks work just as well. Look for shanks with plenty of marrow and connective tissue, as these contribute to the dish's rich flavor and tender texture. Thicker cuts, about 1.5 inches, ensure slow, even cooking. Properly seasoning and searing. Season the shanks generously with salt and pepper before cooking. Sear them in a heavy bottomed pot with olive oil over medium-high heat until golden brown on both sides. This step locks in moisture and builds a flavorful base for the braising liquid. Building a flavorful aromatic base. Once the meat is seared, remove it and sauté onions, carrots, celery, and garlic in the same pot. These aromatics create a deep, savory foundation for the dish. Cooking them until softened enhances their sweetness and brings out their natural flavors. Deglazing with wine for depth. Pour in white or red wine to deglaze the pot, scraping up any browned bits from the bottom. This step infuses the dish with complex flavors. Let the wine reduce by half to concentrate its taste before adding the remaining liquid ingredients. Adding the right braising liquid. A combination of beef or veal broth and canned tomatoes provides the perfect braising liquid. The acidity from the tomatoes helps break down the tough fibers in the meat, while the broth adds richness. For extra depth, add a bay leaf, thyme, and a touch of lemon zest. Slow cooking for maximum tenderness. Return the seared shanks to the pot, ensuring they are partially submerged in the liquid. Cover and cook over low heat for about 2.5 to 3 hours, either on the stovetop or in the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, 163 degrees Celsius. The slow cooking process allows the meat to become fall-apart tender. Checking for doneness. Osso buco is ready when the meat is fork tender and easily separates from the bone. The marrow inside the bone should be soft and creamy. If the meat isn't tender enough, continue cooking in 20-minute increments, checking for the perfect texture. Preparing the classic gremolata. A traditional gremolata of lemon zest, parsley, and garlic is sprinkled over the finished dish to add freshness and balance. This garnish brightens up the rich flavors of the braised meat and sauce, making every bite more vibrant. Serving with the perfect accompaniments. Osso buco pairs beautifully with risotto Milanese, creamy polenta, or mashed potatoes, which soak up the flavorful sauce. Crusty bread is also a great choice for scooping up the marrow. Serve with a glass of wine for an authentic Italian experience. Storing and reheating for best flavor. Leftover osso buco tastes even better the next day as the flavors continue to develop. Store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. Reheat gently on the stovetop or in the oven, adding a splash of broth to maintain moisture.